What's up, Tess?
No.
Please like,
subscribe,
and comment below. What's up, good people?
How y'all doing?
What the funk?
What the funk?
Vibe out.
Vibe out.
Funk with it.
Funk with it.
Let's go.
Turn up.
Y'all already know how it goes. We have had a long week, you guys.
Yes.
And we pressed our way to complete another episode. So y'all bear with us. We got a full week ahead. So, you know.
We're straight along. We coming.
We just flowing.
That's what it is.
Oh, before we even get started, cheers to me and my husband completing actually 30 days of funk free.
We funkified.
We are funkified.
How you get baptized, you funkified.
No meat, no social media, no alcohol.
It feel good.
And it feel good.
Now we're gonna feel good.
All right. All right. As you know, we never start without our tonight's conversation. And this is a self-love edition. So,
It's an appetizer. It's an appetizer.
whatever that means, sir.
Yeah, it's an appetizer.
Why?
You gotta get started. You gotta get started. When you
Gotta-
go to the restaurant, you get an appetizer, right?
Not everybody get appetizer.
Well, that's what it is. We get an appetizer.
Okay, sir.
What's something you do that you don't thank yourself enough for?
Something that you, okay, literally, I realized, okay, I used to didn't give myself enough credit, but now I thank myself for everything. I'm being honest. I literally take time out and be like, hey, you did this, girl. You did that. You ate that. I think I could give myself more credit for, like, being more patient. I don't give myself enough. I feel like I've been patient lately, and I don't feel like I give myself enough credit for just literally transitioning. I used to be so impatient, so I need to start, literally just saying, "Hey, Vanavia, you're doing great at being patient."
Right.
What you think?
I feel like that's good, but I feel like I do something that I don't thank myself enough for. I smile more because I didn't used to smile a lot, so I smile now.
I would like to say I have a lot to do with that.
Yeah. It feels good to smile, and it's been great. It's good to smile. Just you feel great when you smile. You just releasing a lot of just your happiness and feeling.
And
good
then
about
too, I realized like when you smile, it's contagious.
Yeah.
Have
It
you ever
rubs
just
off.
like went to a store and somebody just wasn't looking appealing and you just
Yeah.
and they be like, it's weird, but you don't understand. Smiling is actually like it's good and healthy for somebody else.
Right.
Even if you're not feeling your best, you should always smile.
Smile, yeah.
Smile through your pain.
Yeah.
Smile when you're sad. Just smile. It's
For me, smiling, I didn't like the way I look when I smile, but I'm alright with it now.
smile. You look handsome. Woo. All right. Let's put another card.
Okay, we're gonna put another card, y'all. Alright. This is a good one right here, I think. Alright. When was the last time you allowed negativity to snatch a piece of your peace? And how can you prevent it from happening from the future?
Now listen here. Let me tell you. So as you guys know, we went on a 30-day break from social media, right? And I literally must say the next day, day one, March 1st, I was tried, okay? And I had to really call it out because I realized that it was an attack of the enemy.
Right.
It wasn't even personal, you know what I'm saying? I felt like anytime people have to come at you with something so negative, they battling something themselves.
Right.
So it didn't disrupt my peace. One thing I do not do is allow anything or any person to disrupt my peace.
Yeah.
If it disrupt my peace, that's costing way too much. So the last time that happened was literally in February, and I had to regroup, and it actually motivated me to just push forward going through with this 30 days of happiness.
Yeah,
I had to do that.
That be the whole test of the enemy right there. When something good is about to happen, or you tapping into something you want to do that's good, the enemy always try to come and destroy. But being strong and being just grounded and protected, that's what makes it.
But when was the last time when was the last time
what?
that you allowed something to come in and disrupt your negative, like disrupt your peace? Like, when was the last time something just snuck in between, was like, sight?
I'm big on just not trying to let anything really get to me.
But when was the last time?
The last time I could say was maybe like, I said a couple weeks ago, and I basically just had to really just take a step back and just realize, like, you know, because everyday life is everyday life, period. So you're gonna get tested, you're gonna get tried, but you got to be able to handle it the best way you can handle it. And the best way to handle it is just knowing that you got to be able to just like let things go sometimes, even when it don't feel like you should want to. So I got tried, but at the end of the day, I was well ready for it, basically. So that's about a couple weeks ago.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, that's that, you guys. That's enough about self-love deck. Bottom line is, take care of yourself and don't allow anything to disrupt or create chaos in your life. If you feel like it's costing you way too much, weed it out. And I have learned to just weed things out. If you know that ain't your vibration and it's like causing too much funk in your life, let it go.
Yeah, and you'll feel better.
And you'll feel real
way
good.
Better.
And it's okay to say no. And it's okay to let people know they got you fucked up.
Yeah, once you
it's
address
okay.
it and realize it, you know, okay, this is what I gotta do, you just gotta do it. But tonight, we're gonna just get ready for our, what are we talking about?
Picking sides. You gotta, like, do you believe that if your friend, example, stop fooling with somebody, but you got a relationship with that person, you should choose a side based on your friend's situation? Or it's like, okay, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Are you mutual? Choosing sides.
Is it
a thing?
Is it a thing?
What's your thing?
Is it loyalty? Is it what you feel like?
How do you feel when it comes to like choosing sides? Because everybody's interpretation of loyalty is different.
Right.
Everybody view things so different. So my version of loyalty may not be your version of loyalty.
And my version of loyalty might not be your version of loyalty.
So let's break it down. So do you feel like, say for instance, this is a good example, that, okay, your best friend is cool with somebody and you met the person, the third party, through your best friend. Mm-hmm. Your best friend and the third party person got into a big argument to where they couldn't come back from it. Okay, but you cool with the third party, like y'all establish a brotherhood, right? But because your best friend no longer fool with that third party, is it okay to still be cool with that third party? Or you choosing a side and say, man, because my best friend don't fool with you no more, I can't even fool with you like that? Where do they, like, how do you pick a side or do you stay out of it?
Man, in a way, like it's both ways. Like you really kind of stay out of it, but at the same time, you kind of might want to get into it. Just depends on what the situation is or at hand, because some situations can really be where it don't involve you.
Okay, but what if your best friend came and told you, you gotta choose a side? I don't even funk with that nigga no more. You gotta choose a side.
At the end of the day, you can't honestly think that that's cool for you to make me choose a side. If you say, hold up, because you said it was a brotherhood, so I don't need to choose a side. Either we gonna figure this thing out or we ain't rocking no more. That's just what it is. I don't need to choose a side because that's too, I ain't going that low. We ain't stooping that low. You know what I'm saying?
If your best friend came and told you, choose a side, it ain't no, it's either you choosing a side or you gonna say, hey, I'm out of it. Which one?
But I'm saying, if I say I'm out of it, then that's my side. I already chose my side. Right?
Okay, so are you okay with still being cool with somebody your best friend not cool with anymore?
I'm out of it.
So you still cool with the third party?
No, I'm saying if I'm out of it, meaning I'm not in it, right? They gonna figure it out.
Okay, so if they don't figure it out and your best friend tell you, I don't fool with him no more.
He want me to stop messing with him.
That's how I'm asking you, are you with when somebody say choose a side? Are you with it, yes or no?
Oh, we're choosing a side about the cool? I ain't with it.
So you don't like choosing sides?
I ain't finna choose no side. Look, at the end of the day, situations happen every day and all the time, and people's situations happen, and the friend stuff happen all the time. But the best thing to do is let those two people figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
But what if they don't figure it out?
But if they don't figure it out, what makes you get involved?
Okay, so I'm saying, so that mean you are okay with being cool with somebody, your best friend?
I ain't saying I'm cool with them, but I'm saying if they don't figure it out, you saying I automatically become involved, or did they make me come involved? You
no,
can't
I'm
say,
saying
you
if your
can't
best
say-
friend's telling you, I ain't cool with this dude, he dogged me. Okay,
Right.
okay, let's go a little step further. He stole from your best friend something so valuable. And your best friend told you. Now, mind you, it's two sides to every story.
Right.
This is the version your best friend telling you.
Right.
You cool with old boy, but you real cool with your best friend. That's been your best friend since forever. Your best friend tell you, hey, he stole from me. This is what it is. And I don't want you fooling with him no more because he might cost you too. And I've been looking out for this dude. How do you feel about somebody who did something to your best friend knowingly? Now, that's your best friend's side of the story.
We're gonna get both sides of the story.
But you just said you stay out of it.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm gonna stay out of it. But the normal, the thing that's gonna happen is I'm gonna stay out of it. But we gonna all get together. That's when I get into it. You get what I'm saying? If we all come together, all of us. You get what I'm saying? It makes sense for everybody to get together.
So basically, you okay with being a middle person to bring everybody together?
I'm not being, but you saying if I'm the person that's cool with my best friend, it happened to him, and he telling me do this, do that. How is it going to get figured out? Because they not going to figure it out. They going to bump heads.
Let's go a step
They
further.
going to go heads up, so it ain't going to work.
Okay, so now you the person who fell out with somebody,
Okay.
and your best friend still kick with that person. Are you okay with that?
I fell out with somebody, my best friend kicking with that person.
Yes.
And we're going to have a conversation. Now, why you fucking with him?
But you just said.
I'm saying we're going to get to the bottom of it, though. I'm going to see what his response is, and we're going to talk about, we're going to see what, I'm going to see what he say. I'm going to give him a chance. But I want to know why he fucking with him if I ain't fucking
So
with him.
you don't feel like if the shoe's on the other foot with the best friend, I just gave you the same scenario, and your answer was different when it was you.
But you put me in it.
That's it. That's it. You see?
put me in it, though.
But see,
But I'm saying,
either that's
you put me
okay.
in
So
it.
this is my take on it. First of all, I feel like choosing sides is childish because I feel like we should all be grown and have adult conversations. Right. Like he said, now I get where, okay, I don't want to get involved in that because if I formed a relationship with somebody you brought to the table because you brought them, I trusted you enough to bring somebody to the table, then that's what it is. I have had situations where people bring a third party to the situation. Me and the third party get cool. We cool off on some genuine, we cool type stuff, right? The person brought me to the table start feeling some kind of way because third party is acting different according to the initiator who brought the person around. However, they fall out. You tell me, well, you gotta choose a side. We all grown though. You know what I'm saying? You can't pick and choose who I'm cool with. Because my level of being cool with this third party may not be the same level of me being cool with you.
Yeah.
That don't mean you not my dog.
Yeah.
That don't mean
We
you
don't
not
rock.
my best friend.
Yeah.
That don't mean I'm not loyal.
Yeah.
It's just our relationship is different.
Right.
And I feel like it's very childish. I have had people that's cool people that I'm no longer cool with. I feel like this. In some instances, not in all, you have to trust the people you have in your life. And if you trust them enough to do right, because now, don't get me wrong, it have been some shady stuff where people be cool people that you no longer cool with, they know the issue. I have a problem with that. Like if I tell you this is the issue, right? And you decide, okay, now y'all ain't been cool all this time. But then the issue I tell you about, all of a sudden, you cool with this person that you were no longer cool with, that's a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not choosing sides, it's watching how you play the game. You know what I'm saying? You got to play fair. And at the end of the day, we are grown. I do feel like I'm not a shallow person. I have my own mind. So nobody can come say, hey, don't talk to that person.
Right.
You can't come tell me
decision
that. Because number one, I don't stand for bullying nothing. Like you ain't able to tell the Navy to stop doing anything. I'm going to do what I want to do. That's number one, first and foremost. But I do understand sometimes people consider loyalty changing when you decide, okay, although you no longer function with that person, I'ma still kick with that person too, just because. And people confuse, oh, well, she ain't loyal, or wow. Because when y'all was cool, it was cool.
Yeah.
But when y'all fell out, it's like, oh, side eye, you not loyal. So what do you base your loyalty off of? You know what I'm saying? Like, explaining it. Like, what do you base your loyalty off of? If a person bring a person to the table and they fell out, do that mean you're not loyal because you still cool with third party? Do that mean you're not loyal?
I feel like that don't mean you're not loyal. I feel like it's different levels to that shit. When you come to that, like it becomes, like you said, it's childish, it's petty, all that shit. But at the end of the day, people gon' funk with who they want to funk with. You know what I'm saying? That's just the reality of it. But when it comes to loyalty, loyalty is what it is, loyalty. But everybody don't go by loyalty.
Everybody's definition of loyalty is different.
Yeah.
Like, literally, if you have a conversation with 6 people around the table,
they gonna go around.
I guarantee you, everybody's loyalty is different.
2 might have the same.
You know what I'm saying?
Be different.
It's different. And it's like, you know, what may be loyal to me may not be loyal to you, and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody had their own interpretation, and everybody comprehend things differently.
Right.
So if your version of loyalty is, okay, if I fall out of a person, that means don't talk to no more, that's your version of loyalty. Does it make your loyalty questionable? No. That's what you stand on.
Yep.
My version of loyalty is, you stick around through for whatever. Like, we riding and we rocking, rolling, flowing.
Right.
We in this. That's loyalty to me. Everybody's stamp on loyalty does not mean the same. However, I do feel like when somebody make a suggestion telling you, hey, choose a side, it's petty.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, when you was cool, you was cool. But then when y'all not cool, oh, it's a problem for me too.
Then I feel like if a person say choose a side, then you choose a side. That's a whole nother situation.
But then I always feel like when a person say choose a side, how do I know I'm choosing the right side?
But you don't know you choosing the
That's
right side.
That's what I'm saying.
You going off what you feel at that moment or that time, and
based on the person you trust story.
So whatever you choose or decide to choose, you just trusting that you made the right decision, which can be the wrong decision, but you won't never know until further notice. You get what I'm saying?
You know, y'all know I always have a story for stuff, right? Because I've been through some stuff, right? So I always have a story for damn near everything. So this is a while ago. I had a situation where somebody had crossed somebody else that I know, right? I brought the person to the table, right? I brought the person in. So it's a crew of us. We all cool. The person I brought in, according to the person that's been around, crossed them, right? They crossed the person that's been around. And it was brought to me. Well, you brought this person around. You got to choose a side. Because guess what? The version of the story that you told me because you've been around and the version of the story that she said wasn't the same story.
Right.
So to alleviate all that, ain't no choosing sides. Because at the end of the day, we all cool. Your personal interaction, your personal issue with that person ain't my issue.
Right.
We all grown. Either resolve it or y'all don't funk with one another.
Yeah.
We can be in the same setting. Doesn't mean y'all gotta funk with one another. But what I would not do is choose who I should and should not talk to. I don't do all that. Yeah. Either we go stand and we all in or we all out. But you can't tell a grown person you shouldn't do that or you shouldn't do that. Like, what kind of games are we playing? And I feel like the older you get,
the more you're supposed to mature. And if you don't, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if you can't see your level do this, then you're not gaining nothing in life.
And I feel like that's literally like, that's so high school and elementary.
That ain't even high school.
Yeah, you be like, you have high school people. People are still caught up on high school these days. Straight up, they still live through high school. Like, we've been out of school for over 20 years damn near, and it's like you still on that. But I feel like at the end of the day, I feel like everybody had an interpretation of different things in life, but to pick a side, you gotta pick. You telling me I gotta pick a side because the person that you disagree with, you got an issue currently. I hate when people be. This is what I don't like. I hate when people all cool, right? And when one thing trigger them, they want everybody to be
mad. Yeah.
Oh, everybody mad. It stop.
They want the domino.
But then the moment you say something that you observe,
they don't care. And that's the thing.
How does that work?
That's how life works. It's cool when they do it, but when you do it,
it's a problem.
It's a problem.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
For real though. But you gotta know how to adjust and wiggle through all this, because at the end of the day, people gonna do what they want to do, and people gonna do what you allow them to do. So you gotta not insert yourself in certain situations. Know how to see the bullshit and be away from the bullshit. Like, don't even be affiliated with the bullshit. But when it comes to that loyalty and friends, it's deep. It's deep, and people don't really live by that.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I literally had this conversation every other day, because people have no morals.
Yeah.
Like, they have no character.
No, they don't have no.
They have no integrity. Mm-hmm. And so when you come across people, which is it's a very small percentage, you be like, what's wrong with you? Mm-hmm. Some ain't, because it's the fake is the new real these days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And people don't take it as though, because I always say that real people presence speak for itself. You ain't got to walk in a room and say you anything.
You ain't got to do nothing. And the loudest people be the most, like...
grimy.
Yeah, I can't even get it out. But when you got to make yourself seen or say this and do this or be the loudest person, you losing already. You know what I'm saying? I always say silence is golden. You know what I'm saying? And when you silent, nobody never know your moves, don't know what you thinking, how you feel. And that's the joy of it right there, because you can't like call it out. You don't know. So if you don't know, how can you mess with it? That's you untouchable then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's true when the saying is, the loudest person in the room is the weakest person in the room. Yeah. And it's a true saying. And I feel like, a lot of times people, they go with what's popular, or they go with what's current.
Yeah.
Or they go with what's trending. And guess what? That stuff fade away over time.
Yeah.
But the people what I love about my favorite part of a production team is not the people that's on TV. The ones behind we see. I like the people that's behind the scene. Yeah. Because they are the ones who make the magic come together.
Without them, you wouldn't even be seeing
And
that.
those people you don't even know about, you never see. You may see their name on TV, produced by. But those are the most powerful people in the world. And people don't give those kind of people credit. They give the people that's actually doing the work on TV.
Credit, but they don't know.
But they don't understand behind the scene is where the magic really starts. Yeah. And so I like those kind of people. I gravitate towards people who's creative and quiet. Because a lot of noise I can't function in. Yeah. I can't get nowhere with a lot of noise. But when it's quiet, it's one of my best version of myself. Yeah. And during the 30 days, we realized that I'm like, man.
There's so much that transpired in those 30 days to where you really just didn't know. You have to really take a step back and realize, like, damn, what can really happen if you just take a step back and just chill for a minute. It's really crazy how life works and how it really allows itself to really just move without the distractions.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm real heavy right now on self-care.
Yeah.
I'm real heavy on being selfish. Yeah.
Self-care feels
I'm
good.
real heavy on that because I feel like it's needed. And I'm telling you, and this is a formula, because depression, suicide thoughts, I say suicidal ideation, all that will be weeded out.
Yeah.
If you take time out to be selfish, and people feel like, it's a stigma attached to being selfish, because growing up, you have to share this, you have to share that, you gotta do this, you gotta please people. What happens in my house, stay in my house. Don't talk to nobody, don't tell nobody my business. All this stuff we're conditioned to do as a kid. Yeah. We have within us. We grow up and turn out to be terrorists as an adult. You are upset with the world. You're angry. You depressed. You're mad. Yeah. And you be like, why this person? Like, it be triggers from childhood. Yeah. And I realized a lot of stuff with just simply saying, hey, no.
Yeah, that's the easiest thing to do, is just to release it.
And y'all will be pleased to know, within our 30 days, and a lot of you guys have paid attention to our vlog we just dropped with the we did 30 days out together, right? But we created a formula that's been working for us for years.
Yeah.
And people always ask, like, how y'all always this? Or why y'all always that? Man, y'all be chilling. Y'all be vibing.
Yeah.
Let me tell you real talk. We do not allow people to stress us out.
No, that's...
No. I'm heavy on no. I'm heavy on the hell no. Okay? I have no issue with saying no. He still struggle with that. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I
don't struggle with it. I just got a little more.
My husband would say maybe. Or I think about it. I'm strictly like no. Because guess what? I know from the time you asked me.
But I be knowing I'ma say no. I just
and I'm like, and
I'ma string you along. I'm gonna string you along. I'm gonna string you along because I want you to think that I'm gonna do something when I ain't.
That is horrible.
That ain't horrible.
That is horrible.
Because I ain't gotta give you no right then and there. I'm gonna let you think that something gonna happen, and all along I knew it wasn't gonna happen, but I'm letting you think that. So who winning? I'm winning.
Okay. People like this with stringing, I try to avoid. When you literally ask me something, either it's yes or no. Ain't no in the middle. I'm gonna tell you straight up.
Look,
yes.
The truth is,
I
didn't got way better. Now I used to be like that, worse, but I didn't got way better. Yeah, but I'm saying I didn't got way better though. A string along here and there, but I didn't got way better.
But I feel like you be knowing when a person asks you up front whether or not you're gonna do it right then and there.
Right.
You just say no.
But that's the thing. Everybody don't do it. They should do it. But if the world was like that, the world wouldn't be a world. You get what I'm saying? Like, seriously, hold up, hear me out. The world wouldn't be a world. Everybody would be the same. We are all different. People gonna be different. They gonna act different, and that's what makes the world work. That's what makes life life. That's why you're different. I'm different, but we come together to be the same. To be the same. When
you see things don't slip in between the cracks, holla at Navy, baby. Because my husband he's. I'm kind to an extent. My husband is just kind. And that's two different scales. You can't even compare that.
I be chilling.
That's his favorite word. I will say this, during the 30 days, right? And I'm wrapping this up, you guys, because time be going by real quick. During the 30 days, right? I discovered, and we do this every year, and I want to make it more frequent, right? Because it's so healthy, and I feel so good and rejuvenated. We have come together and created a formula, and it's called 15-Day Funk-Free Challenge. It's an ebook that so many people have been a part of my 30 Days of Happiness process for years, right? And during the pandemic, I stopped it. It was a lot going on with everybody. And it's hard to find light when you're struggling with trying to just piece life back together. People got laid off work. People got ill. A lot of things have fell short within the past 2 years. Yeah. And I kind of got distracted with what makes me happy. And everybody know I'm real big on writing everything down, making it plain on paper. Yeah. And so the ebook consists of self-care. It's 15 days of being selfish with yourself. We did it, guess what? After 15 days, we repeated the process all over again for another 15 days, which equals 30 days. So
that's when still 30 days of happiness.
Right. So in our bio will be, in our bio will be our link, you guys. Make sure you go on Amazon and get it because it's going to change your life. Yes. Here's the deal. Here's the catch. You have to be intentional.
Right.
And if you're not going to take the process serious,
it's not going to work.
Don't do it.
It won't work. You have to be intentional.
What we have decided to share with you guys is not something that's not a gimmick. It actually works. Right. Yes. And so take time out and do it. Yeah. I always say, in order to get a lot, you got to sacrifice a lot.
Yeah.
And that's that.
And that's facts.
So make sure you click the link in our bio. Please like,
subscribe,
and comment below.
What the funk?